Smith and MacArthur make some time for Cowboy Boys.
So much of Irish accents sound Jamaican. At least when people do them, I'll say.
People usually do accents.
Yeah.
But you're talking about like not like a legit accent. You're talking about like an impersonation.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
okay.
impersonation. Yeah, like having fun. Irish guys hanging out with their boys, with their lads.
When you say people having fun doing accents, you mean in the racist way.
And there's only one way to be fun.
No one never does a accent in a very honorable way.
It's inherently disrespectful.
It's no. First of all,
It's other people.
imitation is the highest form of flattery.
And I
we,
love-
all,
okay.
we all know
Love
that.
to flatter Chinese people.
Yeah, dude. You really flatter them by pulling your eyes back.
No.
Yeah, you do that. You pull your eyes back and then you say other slurs in a Chinese accent.
I didn't say the Chinese guy said
This
it.
fucking Chinese guy did.
I'm a fucking good guy.
Yeah.
This Chinese guy's a
I'm
piece
doing an
of
impression
shit.
of a really bad guy. That's what I'm doing.
Who
Oh.
happens to be a Chinese guy.
Mio hate
No,
those
don't.
pigs.
I do my own slurs and they're like, man,
Am I allowed to say that if I'm doing it in another accent?
I don't think.
What?
One, we start with Israel.
Wetbacker, get out of my country.
Yeah, it's just like, wait, you just
fuck,
short
wait,
circuit
what?
someone. They're like, what is this bad? I mean, I think it is fun that.
And record.
And record the podcast.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys podcast on today's holiday, which is
It's Italian
Columbus
heritage.
Day only.
indigenous peoples.
The people indigenous to Italy.
The kids,
It's our day.
the email from the school I got, well, Roger got, it just said, there's no school today, big 4, Italian Heritage / Indigenous Peoples Day.
That is very diplomatic.
Isn't that so funny to cover all bases?
You know
Yeah.
what? Just share it.
So
I remember I used to work a job where
Nice, dude.
it was pretty cool. We used to work a job where they were like, because here's the holidays you get off during the year, during like I don't know what, it's not a syllabus, but like they're running through.
Yeah. The school
explaining-
the holidays for the school year.
Yeah, so I'm at this job and they're like, and we do not get MLK Day off, we get Columbus Day off. And I was like, why'd you say it like that?
Yeah.
Why'd you type it like that?
You could no. They like said they like
Oh, he
made
said it
he
like
made
that?
it a point to be like, we don't get MLK Day off. We only get like, you know, just like
We work overtime on Martin Luther King Day.
it was one of those things where it's
He
like,
cheated on his wife.
Oh, he's a bad fucking guy.
yeah, but it was just like, I know exactly where you stand
Yeah,
now.
I
He's
just
a doctor
learned.
like Dr. Oz.
I just learned everything about
Is
you.
Dr. Martin Luther King not a real doctor?
I don't fucking know. I'm sure he's
Not that I, Dr. MacArthur.
he's not a medical doctor, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know what he's a doctor.
He has a doctorate in something.
That's a
Fucking pussy, I'll
Get
tell you
inside-
that.
get
Straight
inside, please.
My man put his 10,000 hours into getting some strange.
absolutely getting root deep in a
Brother.
woman he's not married to. What's
Mar-
a doctorate in?
He
English?
be sitting in the pussy, I'll tell you that.
You know what? Martin Luther King probably would have been canceled in this climate. Cheating on his wife.
Oh, for sure.
The Zoomers would
Do
not
people
handle
care
it.
about that for real?
If you're a right wing person, yes. If you're left wing and have good opinions, no. In my humble opinion.
So you're saying like woke people don't care? If
Yeah, because they're all polyamorous anyway, so it's not like offensive to
Yeah.
them.
Martin
Yeah.
Luther King has a PhD from Boston University in systemic theology.
Interesting.
sense?
What is systemic theology? Is religion?
Theology. So I'm assuming how religion goes into play into everyday politics and life.
All right.
All right.
There
That
it
sounds
is.
like one of those majors you make up for yourself at like Emerson College, where you're like, I majored in stand-up comedy.
I have a PhD in podcasting.
Dude, I
have over
sure do.
10,000 hours of
Man.
podcasting.
MLK went to Boston University. No wonder.
Yeah.
He fucking
He's like, dude, we gotta start being friends, man.
I hate you fucking people. You're mean as shit. Racist fucks. White motherfucker.
Dude, being a black guy in I swear to God, I'm not kidding.
Okay.
You're allowed to.
I know I love kidding, but I'm not kidding about this story. So my grandpa grew up in like the projects in Boston. And
White or black?
My grandfather is white.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
My grandfather is white. If I had a black grandfather, I'd really be talking about it all the time. I'd be fucking using it to get pussy, dude. I'd be doing a whole thing. I'd be saying every slur on every podcast.
My grandpa was black. I'm allowed to.
Dude, if my grandpa was black, I'd be fucking so much more successful.
What? Why? What do you think?
Why do I think that? Because I would milk that. I would use it for evil to become successful.
Yeah, dude.
And kind of guilt people into giving me a career.
You would check that box on college forms.
Yeah, it'd be like Logic, the
Okay.
rapper. You know? But so my grandpa, this story couldn't be more opposite. So
Your white grandpa.
my white grandpa grew up in the projects in Boston.
Is he Italian?
No, he's Irish.
Oh.
But one day he was like playing with these kids who lived across the street and they were black. And my great grandfather comes home from work and he goes, "Who are you playing with across the street?" And my grandpa goes, "Oh, whatever, Johnny and Timmy,
My new friends.
my new friends, they just moved into the neighborhood." And he goes, and my great grandfather goes, "Okay." And then they moved the next day.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You could just move in one day. It
You
used
just
to
moved.
be.
I don't know if it was one day. That's the way that my grandpa told the
okay.
story. But they moved like because of that immediately.
But I bet
Wow.
you could move
I bet for sure you
in one day because there's so many. There's only a few things you got to pack up in
Yeah.
the 50s or whatever. All the furniture stays with the house. Probably it's all nice.
Yeah.
Too heavy. It's all made of oak.
Every house costs $1,000.
Yeah.
I remember being in high school and houses costing $100,000, and
That
now
was a
every
nice
house costs $1 million.
Literally, the median price for a house in America now is over $400,000.
Crazy.
Dude, the town.
It hasn't been that long.
No.
I'm 27 years old.
Dude, yeah, I'm 16 years old, and every woman who's ever had sex with me is a pedophile because they think I'm old. I do a big situation on them.
Mm.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, the movie
Big?
Big, where Tom Hanks is a little boy and then turns into Tom Hanks, and then he has sex with an adult woman, even though he's really 12.
Yeah, and she does not come.
Hey, that's every single adult man. We're just all little 12-year-old
Yeah, we're all just
boys.
little boys with
Hey,
big adult
stop.
penises.
Your adult man's brain stops growing at the age of 14,
Yeah,
but our bodies don't.
no,
Not my body.
Body just gets stronger.
I'm so fucking strong.
stronger.
Sexy. Shaped.
Yeah, inflation is the dollar's just slowly going up, and we're all losing. I mean, there's 100 different reasons, 100 different conspiracies
Yeah.
of why you're getting screwed. I say, don't pay your taxes. That's
Easy peasy, baby.
that's 30% of your money back right now.
yeah.
I'm telling you, they can't get it from you if you spend it now.
The IRS will come knocking eventually, and then then you gotta. But
Hey,
hopefully,
prove I made it.
I didn't make anything.
Prove I made money.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can't.
Can't spend.
Oh man, I on paper made $12,000 this year. Unbelievable.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Good fucking luck.
come
buddy.
and take it, motherfucker. Dude, my racist great grandpa, him and my great grandmother worked for Julia Child. They were her
Julia Child or Childs?
Julia Child.
There's no S on the end of her name.
I don't know.
I didn't know.
I always assume it was an S, but it might be someone talking about her. So
Yeah, Julia Child's show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But my great grandma was her housekeeper, and my great grandpa was her like groundskeeper.
oh, like Get Out.
You do that like Get Out. It's exactly like Get Out. And then they all found out about the Kennedy assassination together.
It's so sick.
With Julia Child.
With Julia Child, all three of them found out about it together.
Watching TV.
Yeah, I think.
like,
I
"Oh,
think. I think my grandfather had to fuck her for money or whatever their deal was, and my
to
grandma had to
console her.
watch.
That's what she was into.
Yeah. And they were all like, "Oh, fuck, the president got shot." And then she's like, "All right, well, go clean the fucking toilet or whatever." The fuck back out there.
I took a huge dump.
Yeah, I ate a full chicken because I had to cook it on TV. I took a big nasty shit. So I don't know, fucking cleaned it up.
I'm a huge woman and I take big.
She's
dumps.
tall as fuck, dude. She should have balled.
Wasting that time making turkey. She should have hooped.
Dude, she should have been fucking hooping, brother. She should have been hanging out with. She should have been freeing Brittany Griner, her teammate.
Oh no! She has a funny voice.
How do you know what she sounds like?
I used to watch her show.
Really?
Yeah, we only had public access for like 2 years.
You would watch Julia Child.
Whatever was on, I watched.
Yeah, dude.
I watched her. I watched Emerald.
Ming Tsai. Ever watch
No,
Ming
I
Tsai?
I don't think so.
I would only watch Rachel Ray.
I'll turn the TV off. TV off when that person came on.
Yeah.
Who's Ming Tsai? I would only watch Rachel Ray because I thought she was sexy.
Oh, because you're right. That's why.
Ooh, so sexy. And then I would go, ooh, barefoot Contessa. That sounds sexy. And it's just a normal lady on. I'm like,
Show me your feet, you bitch.
This isn't sexy at all.
Yeah. You're like, where's the feet? I know.
I'm not
see the fucking piggies.
I'm not into it now, but I am when I'm going to be an adult, and I need to put stuff in
need
the
to
spank
save-
bank right now.
You should be cooking on a glass floor.
Dude, being a foot guy has got to be the best thing in the
So
world,
sick,
though,
dude.
because it's it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
That's like if I walked around
Well-
and every woman was having raw sex with me.
This is the thing where
It is like that.
you think it's nice in theory, but think about being hard 24/7. Do you think
Yeah.
you
About
get
my life, motherfucker.
you get to a point where you see so many feet that it's just you can't even get. You're like, yeah, there's
Brother, I was
fucking-
born hard.
Yeah, there's feet everywhere.
They couldn't cut my umbilical cord because my dick was too big.
Yeah, I'm thinking like if you're seeing feet constantly, you're overstimulated, and it slowly
It's like being a porn addict where you have to get weird. You have to find weirder and weirder and
weirder.
nastier feet.
freaky, just
Dirty
long
ass feet,
toes,
yeah.
dirty feet,
Them
missing toes.
Them old Photoshop pictures with the holes in the tips of the fingers to make people uncomfortable online. You ever seen those?
What?
the
You know, like there's
the
like
tryptophobia.
I have that,
tryptophobia.
yeah.
There's
Just saying it, I'm like,
Yeah,
No,
fuck.
the photo. It's not Photoshop.
hate-
You get peanut butter, and then you put it on your hand, and then you get a hairbrush, and then you move it around.
No. It was Photoshop like it was like
Oh,
the
the
tips of the
big
fingers,
holes.
big holes, and you could see like the walls of the cells and shit in there. Yeah, it was like all.
I don't like.
Why don't you
holes.
like that?
I don't know. It's just innate in me. I have a strong will to live.
You
That's
know,
that means danger.
Diego still has trauma from what they did to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
no.
I have trauma from signs because of all the circles, the crop circles.
What?
Remind me of holes.
Crop circles scare you?
Just circle. I'm just joking. I'm just going with the.
Oh, okay. I think he's actually serious. And he was like, "I'm just joking."
I do
Don't-
have
don't-
I'm just kidding.
don't-
I'm
don't-
kidding.
don't-
Don't watch it.
I do have tryptophobia, but I think it's something else too because like when I remember
Do you like looking at strawberries real close?
no I saw
I do.
what I thought was someone was like pulling like scratching their leg and it looked like they had like like when a boat has like
Barnacles?
barnacles on it. It's like they're pulling barnacles off their skin like that, like maybe like so weird feeling like of the itchy
You
kind of
would,
disgusting.
you would have loved the guy I saw on the subway yesterday.
Yeah, you told me about that. That fucking sucks.
There was my buddies in town. Two of my old roommates, Scott and Kevin, are visiting.
Scott and
And
Kevin,
that's why
my
I'm so
guys, let's
tired
go.
because I'm working out and then I'm showing them all the stuff and then my sleep schedule is bad, but it's just a compound thing. So, but
it's a compound media thing.
It's a combat movement.
I'm so tired. And then like I'm showing
You went to
Scott.
sleep yesterday like 9 o'clock.
Dude, I went to sleep at 9 p.m. and I'm like, what the fuck is
like
wasn't
a
it-
time where like regular people go to bed all the time.
You're like,
And you're like,
I'm
I'm a fucking genetic freak. I'm fucking bucking the system. I'm going to bed at 9
You guys ever heard of
PM.
8 a.m.? It's crazy.
Holy shit.
I'm waking up
dude.
at 6.
Yeah.
Not by choice. But anyways, they're in town. I've been taking around Brooklyn, Manhattan, and the whole time the city's really quiet right now. I don't know if it's because of the Jewish holiday where they're all inside.
think it's
It's the weekend. It's cold. Like nothing's happening.
It is funny to be like, I think the city is quiet because all the Jews are inside. I don't know. They're not screaming at each other on the street about fucking tipping or whatever.
They're not blasting that horn that says everybody the Sabbath is starting. Get
There's-
inside.
Dude,
They do an air horn if you don't know.
I love the air horn, dude. I love it.
Nuclear Holocaust air horn.
But yeah, so it's been completely like just nothing happening. And my buddy Scott wants to see what is it like where you live and stuff, and not it's just normal.
Yeah.
He kind of wants to see that John Wilson stuff, and so then we're coming back to. I'm like, you know what? I'll try and show you some shit. So we're going to the Popeyes Checkers, Dunkin' Donuts under what is it, Myrtle and
Myrtle Broadway.
Myrtle Broadway, which is does that have like an official name, official nickname?
I'm
I
sure
think it's like
there's
just like the Myrtle Broadway Triangle kind of.
Yeah, and there's always just like it's always homeless people. It's always sketchy there. So I'm like, we're gonna go there.
Dude.
But on the train ride, this guy gets on the train, tons of meth sores on his face,
Ew.
which is already like,
Yeah.
no, whatever. But then he starts picking them and bleeding all
Oh,
over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, Scott, check that out. And he's like, yup, I
All
finally
right.
get to see my wish.
Thank you. I wanted to see something terrible.
New York is, I'm staying back in Utah and I'm
Dude.
never moving here.
Dude, yeah. Oh, I saw this today.
What'd you see?
Somebody beautifully placed a bunch of syringes in a way that looked like art.
They made like a Blair Witch Project.
It truly felt
silhouette.
like
Was it like a heart?
no, it just was. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I just looked down and it was like in between two things, and I was like, "Oh, it's like they looked like they were set there."
I
in
don't.
a-
I think they're just all in line. Is
Yeah.
that on the subway?
yeah, it was in the Lorimer stop.
Mm.
I would hate to raise a kid here touching things.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I saw a fucking kid on the train today. I was like, I gotta take this kid out.
Was he had meth sores? Or
No,
what?
but it was
Kill him?
like not kill them, but kind of get them off the train forcefully.
Okay.
It was like
A kid. How old? Because when I say kid, I was talking about a baby.
I'm talking like they can walk, but they can't talk. Whatever
Okay.
age that is,
3.
2.
2 or 3.
2 to 3 probably.
Yeah. So it was like and it's one of those things where I'm like, ultimately I know this is fine, but I was just annoyed where it was like I go bring my bike on the train, whatever. I fucking too lazy to ride over the bridge. And it's my fault for having a big bike on the train, whatever. But there's like 2 or 3 like tamale ladies with
Wow,
with
2
their
or 3.
yeah, like they're all like friends or whatever, I guess.
And
And
they all know each other?
they looked extremely related, like mother and daughter or sisters or something.
Dude, I love the tamale lady.
But they had their rolling coolers.
You have
there.
your bike.
And I have my bike, so we're
And
in
there's
the
someone moving a couch.
Yeah. The guy with who always has the garbage can on his head on the city bike is
Yeah.
there. But like the fact that they have their coolers there is fine,
Sure,
because it's literally the same thing as me having my bike there. It's not what I'm upset at, and upset is a strong word of what I was anyway. But it was the 2 tamale ladies with their rolling coolers and they're sitting on them, and then they had a kid with them, and the kid is like literally like grabbing my bike and like moving it, and then like running back and forth and like swinging from the poles and like crawling on the ground, and just in a way where I'm like, just fucking hold on to the kid for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like a thing where I'm like, I don't think children shouldn't be able to have fun. I don't think they should be able to do it near me.
True.
And I definitely don't think they should be crawling on the ground on the subway
Yeah.
and grabbing my bike and moving it.
Mhm.
And then I'm the fucking evil white guy if I'm like, hey, stop.
Hey, please don't touch my
Please
things.
stop touching my stuff.
Why don't you just
Hit him a little bit.
why don't you
One
just
quick
shove your bike when he goes to grab it?
Because it was a girl.
Oh, that's
Oh.
different.
It's a little girl.
See,
Little girl, you can't hit a
I
little
didn't
girl.
even picture that.
Yeah, see?
It's the doctor was his dad.
the
Mom.
doctor was a woman.
woman.
Oh.
What? A child is a boy.
Yeah, a child is a boy. This was a little girl. I'm sorry.
Oh, then yeah, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
I'm not an asshole. I didn't
gotta
do
let-
anything.
let
I
our
took
girl-
it on the fucking chin.
Get our girls back, dude. You leave her
Yeah,
alone.
you have to let.
Hashtag bring back our girls.
Hashtag that's what it was. Bring back.
Yeah.
What is that? That sounds familiar.
Fucking-
It was a Coney 2012.
yeah, I think so.
That was hashtag bring back our girls.
I think so. Something like that.
It was a thing that I didn't
Couldn't
even
give a
look
shit
into
about.
then.
I saw some graffiti yesterday that said Tony 2012, and I was like, It made me. It stopped me in my
It said
tracks.
Tony
It said
2012?
Tony.
It was an Italian guy being like, me.
And I'm like, that's interesting to see this year.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's kind of funny.
Above it, did it say Whoopi Goldberg?
What?
Because to win a Tony,
She EGOT'd.
she got it.
Whoopi has an EGOT?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
she was an EGOT. Yeah.
Damn.
Whoopi, John Legend has an EGOT.
Get the fuck. Oh yeah, I get.
You know what's funny? I don't care about any awards, but I am impressed when someone gets an EGOT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right, you
4
did.
awards.
That's hard. You get 4 bullshit awards I don't care about.
Yeah.
And that
There's
is
gotta be a
impressive.
better. Hold on, EGOT.
Tego.
Gotti.
Go. GOTE.
Go it.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
it
The go.
alone.
The greatest of time, everyone. Everything.
Go TA.
Go.
Mm.
Didn't have to suck me off.
Tug.
It's a good song.
The Gautier song.
Mhm. That's his name?
Kimbra
Gautier.
and Gautier.
Wow, good for them.
Man,
I
that
think I make it
motherfucker
for-
never has to work again. Probably.
Nope. All you need is one
I bet
hit.
he does because he unlicensed that song, so anyone can use that music. Like
You think because he just doesn't give a shit, right?
yeah,
That's
he
kind of
doesn't-
sick.
Doesn't give a shit, and so like a lot of students will put that song in their movies because it's a popular song that they don't have to pay for.
That's cool.
So I'm sure he made money other ways, obviously.
Yeah.
but I think it's very.
I
cool
bet
to
after
do
he made $100 million, he's like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't need 200 million.
I think apparently he also like when he does concerts, he just like plays it in the middle. He just kind of like does a bunch of songs and
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like,
here you go.
yeah, fuck it, and then he like,
I got some other
because you
shit.
know like most people who are weak and cowards would either play it first or last.
Mhm.
Yeah, you either play it first to get all the fans you don't want, all the fair weather fans to leave, or you play it last because you don't want them to leave.
Dude, that's how I've always been the same.
Difficult to be. around.
Yes,
Yeah.
like truly, like so. When I was in a band, we had like one or two songs that people like really liked, and I was like, we should stop playing them.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It's
why? I
only-
was like, it's an albatross around my neck.
I was thinking you should start playing them and then end halfway through and be like, and we're going to finish this song at the end of our sets.
Right before
Stick
the chorus.
around.
Part 2
Right
coming
before the chorus,
later.
to be continued.
Well, I mean, I've seen like, you know, popular bands that have like a lot of hits or like big ass catalogs will just do like medleys. Like they're like, oh, here's
I hate a medley.
I think it's the coward's way out. I think either fucking play the song or
I
don't.
don't know what that means. Like,
So
I
they're
heard
like-
the word, but I don't know what it means.
They're
in
like,
context.
here's parts of 10 songs.
They mix.
Oh, they do a girl talk for their own album.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
So-
don't play them at the same time. They play them sequentially.
A medley will be like, you take 5-10 minute songs and play the 5 songs in 3 minutes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But not the full song. So you'll start.
like you just play
and
like the chorus, like the big fucking part or whatever.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
Can
it's
you
like-
name one band who's done that?
every single band
Okay.
ever has done
yeah.
it.
Like, is there what I
I'm
meant
sure
more
it's
like, is there a very famous?
No, I don't think so. But I
Okay.
think it's like if you go to see like rappers will also do it. Well, they'll just do like the first verse and the chorus of a song and then go into another song. But like
that make okay, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like that. But like, you know, I'm sure like the Rolling Stones do it because they have fucking
60,
900 songs. So there's like, oh, here's 6
Yeah.
in 5 minutes, just like chunks of it. They do it at like award shows all the time.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So it's like, especially when it's like, oh, they're doing a like at the
I always thought the song felt shorter than normal. I'm like, it's a whole song.
yeah.
Yeah.
They'll do it at like, you know, like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction where they're like, here's Kid Rock and fucking Run DMC and blah blah blah, all doing like
Yeah,
a tribute to
yeah.
Aerosmith.
That's
Or
not what I
whatever.
want to see.
I don't want to see that.
I want to see.
I want you to say what one song for 20 minutes.
No, I was gonna say I want to see Kanye and Jay Z do "Niggas in Paris"
Yeah.
for 11 times in Paris,
Bam, bam, bam,
just
bam.
over and
Yeah,
over and
yeah,
over.
yeah.
And people were like, some people were complaining like, "This is
I think it's so funny.
that was unbelievable." Have you ever watched that live video all the way through?
Was
I
it
don't
actually
think
done
so.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They played the same song 14 times in a row.
Hilarious.
And I've sat and watched the YouTube video. It's 11, 14. It's some absurd
Yeah.
amount. And it's weird because they're like, you'll watch it and you'll be like, oh, this is... The second time you're like, I don't know. They're playing it again. The third time you're kind of like, all right, this is getting too much. Then the fourth time you're like, all right, I'm back. And like
Yeah.
you get back and forth. It loses you and finds you a bunch of times. It's really...
They did the John Mulaney "What's New Pussycat" joke in real time.
They did do that joke.
Yeah,
They
because
should
it's
do-
like it's funny. It's not. It's like whatever they're doing the song. It's cool. It's not funny. It's really funny. It's annoying. It's awesome.
I would like to see a medley of John Mulaney's jokes.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Comedy Central puts them up all the time.
Oh, that's true. They do.
Just,
Sneezing.
Really, about stop not doing that.
I didn't do it.
You did it.
I didn't do it.
You did it.
Mac in post, can you take that sneeze out so Mike looks wrong?
yeah.
Don't.
See?
Nope. The timestamp is wrong.
That's insane.
I don't even. What are you talking about?
don't know.
What sneeze?
I'm gonna hurt myself in front of you guys for attention. I'm gonna put on Instagram Live and cut myself.
That would work. I would pay attention. I'd be
Yeah.
like, hey, what are you doing? You all right?
But you don't get out of your room. You just,
Dude.
you're watching from your room and Mike's upstairs. Like,
Dude,
Stop.
I posted a TikTok I made on Instagram. It was like this dumb one where I pretended to
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah. You can download it from TikTok and post it on Instagram.
It's not illegal
It's not illegal.
to cross post like that.
No, especially
It
if
should
you
be.
especially if you download it before the TikTok stamp goes on it, and then you can post it over there. It just looks like a regular video. But I posted a video that was like me pretending to report on the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift dating news, and then I just had like a fake mental breakdown about my life. And then, like, literally, like, a kid who was, like, my best friend in high school was like, hey, man, I know we have lost touch, but if you ever want to hang out.
oh, my God.
If you want to hang out, man, it'd be cool.
You were talking about the two subjects he actually cares about, and he's like, well, Mike.
I don't even think he cares. There's no way he cares about football.
You think he actually cared about your mental breakdown?
I think maybe it was concerning.
Yeah.
I think maybe he doesn't understand what I think is funny and what I think is funny to do online.
Yeah.
And he thought it was concerning, which I do like writing the line.
I'll say this right now.
I like
never message me in that capacity.
I'll say this right now. It's nice to hear from people sometimes. I don't think it's so bad.
I think it's very funny to post pictures of guys with guns in their mouth. Please don't DM me about
Dude,
it.
stop banning me from Twitter for doing that.
I'm going to say, if you're a man, don't DM me. If you're a sexy woman, go ahead.
That's fair. That's true. That's what.
DM me if you're concerned. DM me if you want to do bits at me. I don't. As long as you're a sexy woman.
Do bits.
I thought you were gonna be like, DM me if you're conservative.
Especially
Yeah,
if you're a
especially
sexy conservative woman. Oh my God.
Lauren Boebert, his DMs are open.
Dude, there's something about that where I'm just like, what?
They have no interest in self-preservation.
Sexy.
That's what it is, man.
But I think it's because they believe in God. They're like, whatever happens in this life,
True. It's whatever.
whatever. I'm here for a good time, not for a long time, and then I will be rewarded in heaven
With
for
paradise.
for bringing joy to all of God's most powerful soldiers.
That's very nice if you think about it. Like that.
If you're a conservative woman, sometimes I just. Liberal women are mostly right, but I just like I don't care right now. I don't want to.
You're like, I hate the way that you're right.
You could be delivering it in a funny way, but you're being a real bitch about it.
Why are you being right and annoying?
I would agree with you, but the way you're saying it at me makes me hate you.
Yeah. That's what it is.
And then,
Lights
but
get
dude, no, there's no one that talks worse than a conservative guy.
Conservative guy.
It's conservative guys, but conservative women are up there. I don't know, man. I would much rather listen to like, it's like liberal. It's like, what do you like better, liberal whining or like conservative sanctimony?
Yeah, both are pretty fucking lame.
Both are like really the worst thing, and those are the two ways that those people communicate now.
I'd rather listen to Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
That's number one for me. I want to listen to
Just be
Bernie
like,
Mac.
What's up, America?
Yeah, like, yeah, Bernie, give it to us straight.
What about this? Bernie Mac Sanders.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I got it. I got it. Come on, Nessa.
Come on.
The 1%.
Come on, the top 1% of the 1%.
Bernie Mac,
Yeah.
rest in peace. What a soldier. Soldier for God.
I am not scared of you, motherfuckers.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. That's where it should be. That's where it should be.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun, huh?
You don't understand?
I'll pull my dick out. The whole room goes dark.
DJ, cut
Hit
that
it.
shit up.
Kick it.
Kick it. That's what he says.
Dude, imagine Bernie Sanders wearing jeans with his own face airbrushed on.
That's it.
And he's like,
These were given to me. These were not paid for.
these were a present from a small, poor child.
A small poor child got Bernie Sanders airbrushed painted
Yeah.
fucking pants.
He's an artist in Vermont.
Man, it's crazy how even Bernie Sanders is supporting Israel.
It's
We don't have
almost
to talk about it.
I don't want to.
It's almost like you can't depend on anyone except yourself. Or caring about
Bernie Sanders is Jewish, though. I don't know if you knew that.
That's true. Yeah, I do.
What?
Whoa.
I gotta take back my saying I would vote for him if I was registered.
My favorite thing is we won't talk about it.
Yeah,
because you're exhausted already.
no, I'm not exhausted. I'm furious.
Oh, you're furious.
Diego doesn't want to talk himself out of getting some delicious Jewish pussy.
So I'm really walking the line.
You're
here.
having a Larry David moment.
Yeah.
He's like, I support freedom in Palestine, but I love big Jewish tits.
It's really my cross, unfortunately, to bear.
No, that's your Star of David to bear, brother.
That is a good way to think about it. Like, who has the sexier women?
Palestinian women are really hot.
Palestinian women can be, I think, overall, on average, Palestinian women are hotter.
Okay, I'm not
But
going to
I
argue
do
this.
think sometimes a Jewish woman
I don't know. I think it's way closer than you're saying it.
I think it is very close, and that's why it hasn't been solved.
Yeah,
That's
we're
the
still
issue.
talking about
because
it.
they're having a mid off. I don't know. Man.
No, I think it was.
I'm just so tired of obviously it's like I'm not tired of hearing about a major world event. I'm tired of everyone rushing to have a take or like a tweet about it.
Well, here's my take.
Yeah.
I think all the like writers and actors and Jewish. There are sure a lot of Jewish comedians and writers and actors.
Oh, weird.
I wonder what that's about. Anyways, all of them posted like going like really gung ho and posting all the flags. I think it'd be really funny if Israel nuked Palestine and then they'll have to rush and delete the
Dude.
Oh, actually, I don't support as strong.
Dude, this is bad.
this is shout out to Nate Fridson, who's a friend
Nate
of
rocks.
Diego and I.
What is he? Jewish or
He's
Palestinian?
a Jewish guy, and he's been literally posting screenshots of people's tweets being like, "You will live to regret supporting
It's
Israel."
so sick, dude.
Like
He's a
in
fucking
this way,
king.
he's because he doesn't give a fuck.
No,
like
Nate
he doesn't give a fuck if
about
anyone
anything.
likes him or not.
You know
And
what? I like him.
yeah, no, he's awesome. Let me see if I can find it because there's one that was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, there's some people getting really like,
Yeah, man.
whoa,
it's-
like they're acting like my my uncle, conservative uncle, after 9/11.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you mean glass the whole Middle East?
All of it?
You just want to
Bigger
nuke?
than you think.
You know, there's a lot of sexy women in the Middle East.
Uncle, there's a lot of beautiful women there. We don't waste all that beauty.
Let me
Let
see.
it fucking
Dude,
go away.
there was one that was so rough.
It is also funny because I'm like, hey, this problem's been happening since before I was born.
Sure.
We haven't figured it out.
No, it's not an issue of figuring it out. Really, it's just
Dude, yeah, a comic tweeted, as a Jewish comic in New York City, there is literally zero financial incentive to ever say anything bad about Israel. It's much easier to criticize bad things that happened in the past. Like, no one who books paid comedy gigs is currently super supportive of apartheid South Africa. I'm trying to think of what...
I don't know what his point is.
I don't know what he's...
But why are you sharing that?
Like...
You want to share a different one?
Like me or that guy? Oh, no. I'm saying like this is like another comic, like not, and then Nate was just like,
Oh, okay.
Nate said the world's going to catch up one day and it's going to be extremely messed up the position some of you are taking. Know that when that day comes, I'm going to bring up what you said a lot.
yeah, man. It's wild. It's wild. My point or my stance has been the leaning on the concept of like the people that are supporting Israel being like, there should be never any violence. It's innocent people and it's never okay. It's like, yeah, it's obviously never okay, but you're only saying it now. It's been going on for 60 fucking years and now it's not okay. Okay. So the violence in the past, and past being a week ago.
I'd like to take a clear stance that I support 100% the violence towards the people at the rave. All the wooks,
All of them, yeah.
All the Burning Man wooks
Dude,
that when they flew in with the paragliders and started attacking them, I'm like, you know what? That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Dude,
Absolutely hilarious.
World War III is going to start because of a white woman with dreads.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Being like, this woman is dead and missing or whatever. And I'm like, so what?
That makes sense.
Who cares? She's German. She's not even Israeli or Palestinian.
What are the Germans doing in Israel?
She had an Israeli passport. I don't know what that means necessarily in terms of what she is, but
A German with an Israeli
she's probably just
passport.
Jewish.
Interesting.
I smell CIA planned.
Anyway.
We've just lost 2 of our Jewish listeners.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If you've ever heard me say anything at all, obviously I'm going to be supporting Palestine.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much it's one of those things where I'm like, I feel like I don't have to even explain my stance because it should be pretty clear from the way I've talked about literally everything ever in
You
my
know what
life.
I think it is?
Also, you don't pay me. I don't have to explain anything to
You know what I think it is? I think because I don't know. I'm like, hey, I don't know the history of anything, but obviously, as like someone who likes the Utah Jazz,
Yeah, you understand.
I understand. I'm like, I gotta go with Palestine. They're the underdog. That's so. If they win, then it feels so much better. When I look at Israel, it's like, yeah, let's go fucking Yankees.
Yeah.
Let's go Lakers. And I'm like, what?
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
not fun.
It'd be even.
That's not fun that they're winning. They're always
Yeah.
winning.
They're backed by
It's
George
so mu-
Steinbrenner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more fun to go with the underdog.
Yeah.
And that's all politics aside because I don't fucking care. I just like I gotta get the Palestinian hat.
Yeah.
Put
Yeah,
that on.
I don't like. I guess I do care, in a way.
I care, yeah.
I care
Hey.
that I think that a country and people being subjugated under an apartheid is wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like
someone fights back, like, what the fuck are you doing fighting back?
yeah,
I can't believe you hurt me when you fought back for me putting my fucking knee on your neck
yeah,
for 60 years. Well, let me turn off your water now that I've had control of
yeah.
very easily.
If I get a Jewish wife, do I become Jewish or just our children? Just our children. Right?
Just your children.
You can
So I
become Jewish.
I can make Jewish children.
Yeah. You can make Jewish children. You
That's
can help make Jewish children.
Hey,
dude,
hit me up
the fucking
So who are you talking to?
to our last remaining listener.
dude, the Jewish Hispanic connection would go fucking crazy, dude.
What do you mean? Are Jewish women very fertile, or
I'm just saying you guys are making like a delicious, beautiful mixed child
Yeah.
of multicultures.
I love multiculturalism,
Yeah, exactly.
especially when it's a sexy woman.
Especially when it's a sexy woman.
Yeah. That's why you have all those
Ooh.
posters of Naomi Campbell around the house.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I love when a black and Chinese people have a baby. You love Naomi Campbell, you love Tyrese.
I've
Yeah,
said this
yeah, yeah.
before. I do think because I'm white and Hispanic,
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh, there's 2 races right there. What are they? I can't.
I get my tacos.
Yeah. You do what's his face's fucking joke with the
Who's
Dan
that?
Ninen, whatever. I get my tacos at 7-Eleven. Shut the fuck up.
I get my unseasoned chicken breast at Taco Bell.
Wait, is Dan Ninen white?
He's
Mexican?
Indian and,
He's-
and
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Indian.
no, he's like,
Indian and
Japanese?
and China. He's Japanese and Indian. so he
no,
goes,
that doesn't count. That's Asian and Asian.
Yeah,
but he
still
goes, I
different
get my.
countries.
He goes.
No.
He went.
That's Asian and
literally his
Asian.
joke is, I'm Japanese and Indian. I get my sushi at 7-Eleven.
That's the whole joke, by the way.
That stinks.
Whole fucking joke.
The hack joke I've heard from so many white Mexicans is they're like, I'm half German and I'm half Mexican, so I like Beaner Schnitzel. That's what they call me. I've heard that joke a dozen times,
Dude.
and it stinks every single time.
You've heard that joke a dozen times.
There's a lot of beaners on the West Coast.
That's true, dude. That's like I hear when people go, "I'm."
This is funny because I was like, I said almost every single slur on this episode, and we're talking about Israel-Palestine. This is our most cancelable
Oh,
episode
God.
ever.
Not me.
No,
I've
you're
had
just my
perfect.
guess.
I haven't said any slurs, and I've taken the perfect stance on Palestine.
I've always had slurs about my own race.
Yeah. I did a Jamaican accent. Fuck. Damn it. And I did Bernie Sanders Mac. Whatever.
No, that was okay.
That was
Fucking
fun.
great.
Fuck. Oh, the joke I've heard a million. I've seen a person who sells out theaters do this joke, where they go, "I'm half Jewish and half Italian. I'm like a pizza bagel."
Oh,
Damn.
is that Ellen?
Stinks.
Ellen said
And then,
that joke.
and then I look at them and I go, I just fucking really lay into them. I'm turning my fist over
Yeah,
to really
yeah.
really break their
Fucking
face.
Doing Muay Thai elbows in their face in the
Dude,
green
they're
room.
catching my foot and I'm pulling them in to punch them harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine when those people see someone else do. I guess when they see someone else do, they joke. They're like, "Hey, they stole my original 100% idea."
Dude, this is the thing This is the thing I was talking about with you the other day. The whole fucking Joe Rogan, Carlos Mencia, Ari Shaffir thing, where like Joe Rogan confronts Carlos Mencia on stage for stealing Ari Shaffir's joke, and it's an awful hack joke that fucking sucks.
But was it a hack?
Yes.
In 1983 when they were doing the joke.
Dude, it is hack to be like, I heard they're going to build a wall between the U.S. and Mexico. Who do you think is going to build that wall? Mexicans. It's like, dude, my uncle made that fucking joke. And he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, blue collar people are the funniest people.
Yes, absolutely.
That's where all comedy springs from. And then
And there's
Blue
never
Collar
been...
Comedy Tour. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
It's very
very,
good.
very smart.
But
They're
it's like,
here's your
this
sign."
guy unloading a truck is great. Let's put him on stage.
And then he goes on and he says more slurs than you in this episode. And you're like, fucking shit.
God damn it.
Very popular, but not marketable.
Yeah. No one gives a fuck.
No, yeah. Every single stolen joke is the worst joke whenever it gets
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yeah, dude, I had a joke I thought get stolen from me, and then I realized it was probably just parallel thinking, and the guy was so not funny that I let him have the joke. That I was like, that's the best joke you're ever gonna write.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have it.
Stolen
Whenever
identity?
The stolen identity joke.
I knew it.
Yeah.
What's that joke?
It was just a joke about it wasn't even that good of a joke. It was just about
Hey, it wasn't, but you're very funny.
thank you. It was a joke about how someone stole my identity, and I was like, cool. Yeah. And I was literally like, cool, man, I'm so fucking like broke that I was like, you have to take the whole thing though.
I've done nothing with it.
I've done nothing with my identity.
I
You
think-
have to take the whole thing.
Oh, like all the bad?
All the bad. You
I've-
can't just take my credit card. You have to take all this other stuff too.
Yeah, I think this premise is like first couple years, everyone kind of comes up with this premise, and then the bad comics keep it like they keep using it, but like other
Yeah.
people are like, oh, I guess other people have done this.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, my identity was stolen, and then my credit score went up.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of shit.
Yeah, where it was at least it was like mine was like a little bit of a twist
It
on
was
it.
a twist.
But then I was still like, I saw this guy, and I do think he saw me do the joke. For sure.
You should confront him about it.
He's
Call us
fucking-
out.
I
Call his
think
name out.
He's one of those guys that would sit around at open mics and ask people if they were done with their food.
Yeah.
You know? Like I'm like, yeah, he can have it, man.
You
I'm
go
good.
ahead.
My
Oh,
life
man.
sucks and it's going better than yours.
Yeah, man. This sucks for you. Everything that sucks.
Dude, the I don't have any money to eat open mic guys, that's like the saddest thing in the world to me.
Really
Like I'm
Yeah.
I've been so broker than anything. I was gonna say any person, but that's not true because I never went into debt. So I just had no money a lot.
You're just staying very close to zero for the majority of your adult life.
So close. I'm like, just touching it, dude. Fucking zero. Dude, the empty bank account is lava. That's how I was treating it. But I never was like asking people. Dude, there was one guy who would put his hand in my bag of chips sometimes, and I'd be like, I'm going to knock you out, actually.
Just steal your chips as like a bet.
He wouldn't steal my chips. He'd be like, can I have some? And then put his hand in there. And I wanted to be like, we're not friends.
We're not like that.
I have had comics in Utah. There was a guy who I'll tell this story for a little bit. So he might
Did I
have
fall asleep? I could tell for a while.
he might have thought you were his friend. Like we're best friends because it's just like if you hang out together. Yeah. So there was this comic who was dating this girl.
Oh, is it Fluffy?
Fuck. It was Gabriel Iglesias.
Asking if it was Fluffy.
And he was dating Vanna White.
Whoa!
So this is comic dating another comic, and they're breaking up. They broke up.
What? It didn't work out?
It didn't work out.
Whoa,
fuck?
comics broke up?
So then,
Shit.
I started hanging out with her.
Sexually.
Yes. Well, not yet.
Oh.
This is the beginning of the story. This is the beginning because
That story starts with sex.
where I'm just like, hey, you're funny. Well, and she was, and she got funnier when I started hanging out with her too. This is just what happened.
You showed a really funny penis.
Showed her my funny penis, and women write so many bits about it. So I started hanging out with this girl, and she was like, "Hey, I like you, but I can't like get with you. Just like it doesn't." I think it was like we were hanging out like one night, and I'm like, "Oh, we're having sex tonight.
Sex night.
It's fucking
sex
it's sex night." And so she's like, "Hey, I really like you. It's like everything's perfect, but I can't, in like good conscience, date you because you're my ex's best friend." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Best friend.
He's like, "Yeah." He said like you guys are besties, and he loves like he looks up to you and all that. And I'm like, I've hung out with him one time, once. I don't give a shit about him.
I don't know his last name.
Yeah, I
lady.
was like, I don't. And she's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't like he's a psychopath." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I guess he kind of is a drug addict, abusing
Jesus.
psychopath." And so then we had sex.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, get it in, bro."
Yeah, and then
Fucking
and then we
push up
dated.
my guts.
Then we dated for like 3 or 4 or 5 years, whatever. But that's how that started. That's
how it starts.
Another guy was just like, "We're
That's a smart thing to do when you have a hot girlfriend. Just tell her everyone is your best friend.
Dude, you can sleep with anyone who is not my best friend."
Not my best friend.
He's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. This guy.
Every male in the city is my best friend.
Uber driver's my best friend.
You have a
Couple chicks are my best friends too.
You have 2,000 half heart necklaces.
Yeah, I was just really like, why would he say that?
Best friend.
Because he's scared of you.
He was scared of me. He tried to fight me after I started dating her, and he's like,
Awesome.
and I was like, "All right, man, I weigh like 150 pounds more than you. Let's fucking fight."
I'm gonna squeeze the
That's
fuck
so
out
sick
of
that
you.
he weighed 62 pounds.
No,
That's so awesome, dude.
he weighed 100 pounds. No,
That's
but
awesome.
yeah, it
Little
was very
bitch.
funny.
Hmm.
So that guy might have thought you were his friend. Because you gave him chips once.
Yeah.
Mike was the only man who ever gave me chips.
Yeah, it meant a lot to him, and you're like,
Yeah.
what? I regret all of that.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like, if somebody is like that aggressive about asking me for food, I'm like, I guess you need this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fine. I'll just go buy more food. That's how I feel now, too.
True.
I love buying more
Dude,
food.
I get crazy guilt when I go to a mic and I'm like, I guess I gotta buy a beer. Like at a bar,
Yeah.
I'm always like,
Dude.
I gotta support the place.
Yeah.
And then I feel like a rube because no one else does it. I'm like, I'm the only person.
Mm-hmm. No, you do what's right. What feels right in your heart.
Dude,
You know, you can't be a
I
rube.
ended a mic because of that once. I hosted a
Oh,
mic
yeah.
and
Legion.
at Legion, which is not a bar anymore.
Not a
it's
bar
called
anymore.
it's called Easy Lover now.
Oh, what? A...
And
It's named after my ex-wife.
yeah. Because she's a fucking slut. Anyone could fuck her. You can even be Diego's best friend. I fucked her.
Before or after?
During.
Oh.
I'm inside her. He's like, hold on, let me get into
Yeah. I did a test to see how loyal she was to my best friend. So I fucked his wife.
And she failed a
She
couple
failed
times.
a lot. And she failed with me and another guy once too.
She failed with her vagina. She
Yeah,
failed with her
yeah.
hand. She failed with her mouth.
Ass and pussy.
Brother, amen.
She failed with her feet.
Yeah, dude. She hit me with that fourth hole. But I hosted a mic at Legion, and it was already. I took it over. I was like the 9th host. It didn't. Whatever.
Yeah, it's funny how people like, does anyone want to take over this open mic?
Yeah.
I
And
hate
someone
it.
stands up like, I do.
Yeah,
I am now a
I'm a good
star.
guy, and I took it over, and it was already a 1 drink minimum mic.
Oh, yeah.
which was like fine. I
Crazy,
was like,
alright.
whatever, cool. You have to buy a beer or a soda or whatever, or a seltzer. Cool.
One,
Two
glasses.
We actually don't have that. Oh, I'll take a beer.
Oh, one beer then.
Yeah.
That's $4. Never mind.
And then they would you would have to. So what the deal was there is you had to buy a drink at the bar, and then they would give you a little carnival
Raffle,
ticket.
yeah, carnival
kinda
raffle
thing.
ticket.
The little paper ones.
And you put your name on the
And,
ticket.
and then you put that in the bucket, and that's how you sign up for the mic.
Okay.
But they always ran out of the tickets.
Always.
So then they were like, well, why aren't people buying drinks? I'm like, because you don't have the tickets, which incentivizes people to buy the drinks. And then they're like, all right, we're going to have to change it to a 2-drink open mic. And then I'm sitting in a booth with the owner, and I go, this will be the last mic. Like
There's
just
no fucking way.
not even a second to
Not
think about
one
it.
second.
It was literally like that'll be the last mic, and I was like, oh, it's 6:03, time to start the mic. Hey everyone, this is the last mic here.
I'm Mike, and this is
because
the last-
I don't care. I was literally
They're
like,
not paying me to do the mic.
no,
You didn't even orphan it off to someone?
no, because I didn't want anyone to have to do a 2-drink mic.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, you got greedy and you lose.
You
Good day,
lost,
sir.
And
Good day.
day.
I'm like fucking Willy Wonka, dude. I'm God's perfect man. I'm Jesus's most moral soldier, and everyone knows that.
My brain's already thinking. I'm like, okay, I just go up to the bartender and I'm like, hey, can I give you $5 and you'll give me a ticket? I don't even buy a drink.
Well, then what's the point?
He pockets the $5.
Oh,
He doesn't care about
but
selling.
no, it was the owner. It wasn't the bartender.
Oh, okay.
It was because it
Well,
was the thing where I was
maybe-
like, if I was getting any money,
Well, if he's the owner, so it's like hey, what if instead of you getting these razor thin margins on alcohol, which
Yeah.
I think they actually make pretty good money.
they had great money on it.
Is alcohol more profitable than soda?
No, soda's the most profitable thing. The cups are more expensive than the drink.
Then the ooze,
We
the
opened a soda store, BYOC.
your own cup.
Your own cup. We get the best soda in town, but you gotta bring your own shit.
Bring your own cup.
We do not waste money on cups.
That's how I treat a hotel. Bring
You
your own
mark
cup.
you market it as yeah, that's funny.
Thank you.
You market it as environmentally friendly.
Yeah, we're green as shit. Green for money.
It's
also,
like that- it's like
also
that-
your cuck thing is also environmentally friendly.
It is, yeah, because you don't want to have to have a cuck sitting around in the hotel taking up space, AC and whatnot. Dude, it's like that day that 7-Eleven on 7-Eleven when they give out
Yeah.
the free Slurpees, but they're like, you got to bring your own vessel
Yeah,
or whatever, because they're like, we don't give a fuck. This costs nothing. This,
Nothing.
We're,
Get in the door.
just don't take all of our cups that cost money.
Yeah.
They probably did. The first year, they probably were like, yeah, use a cup, whatever. And then they were like, holy shit, we lost $800,000 worth of cups that day. Now it's like, oh, put it in a flower vase.
Yeah, have fun. Bring
Put
it.
it in a big spackle bucket. Get a Home Depot bucket full of fucking Slurpee.
It's gonna melt. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I bet that day is the free Slurpee day where people bring like gallon containers. I bet that's to like clean out the lines or something of old
Yeah.
Slurpee because no one's ever buying Slurpee. So they're like, yeah, we need someone to run
Dude.
the Slurpee machine for 5 minutes straight.
It's impossible to keep it frozen. Like, you
That's
can't
7-Eleven's 9/11.
7-Eleven? No, I like that. I like it.
Fuck you, bitch. You're just mad that I talked over you, and you know what? I apologize for that. But I had to get it out before I threw up.
7-Eleven's 9-11.
I gotta fucking say something.
7-Eleven's 9/11. Yeah, 7-Eleven's 9/11 being 7-Eleven
It's funny.
is very funny because it is like that's the worst day to work at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, dude. It's like fucking 420 at Taco Bell. Or another day at another place.
It'd be like
Or 4th of July at the fucking hot dog and tank top
I
store.
would say it'd be like 9/11 on the Twin Towers.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be a bad day to work there
That would
too.
be so bad. Here's what I was thinking about today. Actually, I went to take a piss at Chelsea Market.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that slut.
They call it the market because everyone
No,
gets
Chelsea.
food there.
It's fine. But inside Chelsea Market, they have like a little, not a kiosk, but like a thing for the 9/11 museum, like merch and stuff.
That
I
costs
guess.
money.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, what museum do you need for 9/11? Like, I understand a memorial.
What merch do you need for 9/11?
No, a museum.
Okay.
A museum for one specific, like, I understand the Holocaust Museum. Long time.
Yeah.
A lot of people died. Big event. A lot of things to talk about and think about, and the, like, repercussions through history.
You're saying 9/11 is too small of an event.
I'm saying
for its own
9/11 is
museum.
too, yeah, I
I'm
think
saying
so.
We got Osama. Shut down the museum.
I'm saying, what else do you have other than here's some rebar from the Twin Towers. Osama's dead.
Mark Wahlberg's unused plane ticket.
They're not talking about the war on terror in the museum, I bet. Or maybe they are.
Maybe that we haven't gone in.
That's the problem. I haven't gone in because it costs money.
That's so crazy. It's
Also,
like,
they have a
it's
gift
like, how
shop.
much more are they going to take from us? And the money goes right to Al Qaeda. That's the worst part.
It's a fine
They
print.
send it right there.
They're so smart. smart.
It's like, what the hell?
Al Qaeda by Karl Rove. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's the Mark by
Mark
Mark
Jacobs.
Jacobs and at Mark Jacobs by Mark.
There's also a gift shop in the 9/11 museum.
Yeah, dude, you get to buy a little respirator for your 9/11 induced asthma.
You gotta buy a little keychain with your name on it.
Because for a long time, because we talked about this, about how insane it is that Osama bin Laden, they just threw his body overboard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what an insane thing to do. And I watched a video that kind of answered the
still alive.
Yeah. Well, that kind of, if he is dead, answered the question or presented the options of what they could do otherwise in a very interesting way, where they're like, we can't bury him because it would provide like a weird
Become
Closure.
a martyr.
Yeah. We can't burn his body because it's against his religion.
Yeah.
You cannot cremate.
Really?
Apparently, yeah. It's
Muslim funeral is wrap their body in a sheet and throw them in a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
That's what a Muslim
A
burial
normal
is.
funeral.
No box.
Oh.
Use box.
No cremation.
Oh, look at you
Sheet-
fancy pants with boxes.
Hey, throw me in the fucking river. I do not care what you do with my
I
body.
want-
I
need-
aqua funeral.
I need the
So
most
people don't get closure.
ornate funeral that's ever existed. I need a gilded.
You want Princess Diana to
Dude,
kick out of her?
I want Princess Diana's funeral to look like 9/11 compared to my funeral.
Do you want to split it? You want a boat and then we blow up the boat?
No,
Or-
the Vikings are no friends of mine.
Have you ever seen Hunter S. Thompson's funeral?
Not in person.
But do you know about it, right?
I don't think so.
I think he like had his ashes put into a giant cannon, and I think Johnny Depp funded all of this. So Johnny Depp, hero forever, never did anything wrong, friend to all. He'll take a stance
I'll
on
tell you,
Palestine. But
yeah.
I know
it's the
definitively-
pussy stance again.
Yeah.
You can't
I
say
can't
anything.
go-
I know definitively he did
I
one
like that you
thing
put on
wrong.
glasses halfway through the episode because you got too controversial.
I'm not even here.
Yeah.
It's a different guy.
That's cool, Diego.
That's
But
smoking
anyways,
Diego.
Yeah, Hunter S. Thompson put all of his like ashes into a giant cannon, and then like literally 100 feet tall cannon, and then they shot it all off with like fireworks and stuff, and
Okay.
it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds. Yeah, but they shouldn't have done that to Osama bin Laden.
They
though.
should have. They
They shouldn't do that.
And
Johnny
Johnny
Depp would
Depp
have been. Let's fucking go. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. Thanks for having us on the podcast, though. It's been
I'm gonna
really
edit- I'm
fun.
gonna edit out.
I'm ending the podcast.
Yeah, Mac, plug whatever you got.
Yeah.
You fucking bitch.
You can listen to Cowboy Boys
Again.
podcast.
Was that actually? No.
Patreon.com.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, they're like, what else are we supposed to do with his fucking body?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy. All right, you know what? I didn't know about the burning thing
Yeah.
and the burial thing. That makes good, actual sense.
I think they should have froze the body.
Froze the body and
Cryogenically
I think they
froze
should have
him.
put it in the desert and then let some vultures get it.
yeah, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
Or they should have put him in Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, put the real Osama bin Laden, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, that looks really good."
it stinks.
Holy fucking shit! That looks awesome. They
is this
cover
part
him
of
in
the
resin.
museums?
They cover his dead body in resin, and they put him in Madame Tussauds, but not even like the good one. They put him in the one like Niagara Falls, and then everyone's like, "Holy shit, that beard hair looks really real."
yeah, they should have.
They should have brought him out with John Cena. He's been compromised to a permanent end. Osama bin Laden. Do you remember where you were when you found out Osama bin Laden died?
No, I really don't.
I was in the computer room at my dad's house.
The computer room.
Because you're jacking off.
I think I was literally in like a Facebook Messenger group chat with a bunch of my friends.
What? When was it?
I think it was 2011 or 2012. It was after I moved back in with my dad for a little bit.
Okay.
So it had to have been 20.
May 2nd, 2011. So I was
Yeah.
in New York, 2011. I was living on Bedford
Yeah.
with a woman.
Yeah. Nice, dude.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Was this woman Israeli or Palestinian?
Japanese.
Oh, I know who this woman is.
There you go.
Kind of. I know her lore.
Yeah. No, I don't remember. That's weird. I don't remember. That's interesting.
I couldn't think of one Japanese woman. I was trying to name
trying
it.
to-
I was trying to be like
Yoko
oh, no,
Ono.
yeah, like
Lucy Liu?
She's not Japanese, brother.
I don't know.
She is in Kill Bill. That's why he's confused.
Yeah, that is why I'm confused.
See, I know. Right?
Nice
I know
save,
that's-
Diego. I'm not racist in this episode.
That one comment undoes everything he said earlier.
Don't look back.
I don't get Asian people mixed up.
No, you said the right Asian person. You just said the wrong
Race.
country.
You're like Hassan Minaj? Is he a
Yeah.
Japanese woman?
Yeah, I wish I could have thought of one Japanese woman. That would have been awesome for me.
Could have been cool.
Would have been really cool. Who's that fucking cartoon guitar lady?
Cartoon guitar.
Hatsune Miku?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
She talked crazy, dude.
She's the anime girl with blue hair.
Okay.
People sing. Well, that's the podcast.
Yeah.
Awesome. Patreon.com/a-little-time-pod.
Mhm. Thank you for listening to this podcast.
We love you so much.
If you clip anything that I said and try to cancel me,
Good luck.
yeah, I don't care.
Good fucking luck, dude.
Bye, everybody. Free Palestine. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Shout out to Palestine.
Big tits.
Big Jewish tits.